So I didn't really plan on making this video, but after not doing YouTube for a while and not streaming for a while, also because of a recent conversation in the Discord, I wanted to just talk a little bit, yap a little bit. I know nobody really cares, maybe like one or two people is gonna care about this video, but I still just want to talk about it and say a couple things about how I think about things generally, why I stopped streaming, why I quit YouTube. Well, not quit, I guess, but yeah, pretty much quit. How I think about things, and if you've seen the title, it's pretty much the main point of what I'm going to talk about. Actually, this doesn't feel right. Hold on, I have a better idea. Come here. All right, that's much better. You have this, you have the grass, and you have the lake. I don't know how much you guys can see it, but I mean the grass is back there, right there, and there's a little bit of lake. I don't think you guys can see that. I kind of wanted to sit on grass, but it rained today, so I can't can't sit on grass. But yeah. Coming here just made me a little bit more relaxed, so I guess I can start by talking about the elephant in the room, which is the perfectionism stuff, and like talk about why I quit YouTube. I mean, that's a little bit of, I guess it is important to know, but I hate how just trying to be perfect has really just ruined my perspective of things and ruined how I think about things. I don't know. So let me give you a scenario. Like, let's talk about my thoughts while I was making videos, while I was trying to make videos. Because I'll say this now, I mean, you guys don't have to believe me or not. Like, I'm not really trying to convince you. I'm just trying to give you my perspective. I had like 5 to 10 text files, both on my phone and on my laptop. Just different ideas for a tutorial. And I still have some of them. And I still have those text files just sitting on my phone or sitting on my laptop. But like, the reason why I can't do it is they're not perfect, And imagine this, that I'm trying to make a video. I'm trying to be educational. And I said this on last year's like New Year video stuff. Like, I wanted to make my tutorials, and I uploaded a couple, but eventually I run into the same problem that I always had in my life, and realizing that there's just someone that's better than you. I don't want to give names, because it could be anyone, it doesn't have to be YouTube specific, right? Doesn't have to be someone from YouTube. It doesn't have to be, the topic doesn't have to be YouTube videos. It could be anything imaginable. And because I don't want to give names, because I don't want to compare other people to me or other people. But once you realize that there's just someone out there that does things that's clearly better than what you do and what you spend hours and hours on end for, it kind of ruins my motivation and everything. Because I try, let me not bump into this. I try to make a reasonable video. Of course, trying to make a perfect video just doesn't make sense, really. I mean, you can probably imagine why there's not a perfect video, because everyone has different opinions, right? Everyone has different understandings and different way of thinking. So there's not really a thing called being a perfect video. That's just simply unreasonable to think something like that. But I work on a video, I write the script. Most of the time I don't like it, and I just try to change it and try to be grammarly perfect, informationally perfect, try to be informationally perfect, try my hardest to not give false information, out-of-date information. Like when I say something that's max damage, I don't want something that's higher damage than that, and that's just a unnecessary amount of thinking. And when I eventually just be done with the script, I can find another 100 reasons why I should or shouldn't record, and should or shouldn't change how I record things. And when it comes to editing, how I shouldn't edit, cut one frame out of a single something because it just didn't make sense in that position. It was just unnecessary thinking. It's just so much hassle, and I just end up thinking about it so much that it becomes out of date, really. I'm still being upset over the fact that I still haven't uploaded my part 2 of Lydia's season 2 changes, because I didn't like it. I edited it after part 1 came out. I edited it. Well, I was in the middle of editing it, and I didn't like it, and I spent way longer than it should. And come school, I was busy with school, finals, whatnot, blah blah blah, midterms, finals. I just spent so much time, unnecessary time, on that video that I just didn't end up uploading it, because patch 201 came out, 202, 203, and here I am just waiting for that part 2 video because I was so hesitant on uploading a damn video. And there are other examples of this where I just couldn't do anything, and that sucks. It really does, and it just ruins my whole motivation, and it puts in a perspective from other people that you just don't do the promises that you take, if that's the right way of saying it. It just, you say you want to do things, but you end up not doing it. It just puts on a bad perspective for other people, and it just sucks. It just sucks that someone like me that tried to be perfect or not perfect, but that tried to be honest with every conversation I hold, it just looks like I'm a goddamn liar. And it's just, it doesn't even have it's not even anything's fault. It's just my fault of forcing myself to make something that's as good as possible. And maybe some member-only people know I've been asking, what do you think of this and what do you think of that? I wanted to upload some videos. I asked how is this edit and or how is this video and stuff, and they gave me feedback, and I tried to take that feedback so seriously that I just try to make it perfect, and it ends up taking so long, and I eventually move on from it. It slowly built up. It was a slow build up, and eventually around April, I guess, right? Or no, not April, September, right? Mid-September, I just had enough, because I don't think anyone really cares about what I do. If I'm being honest, I'm not a big content creator. I never was. I'm not really that good at the game that I played. And I said that I was going to be helpful, end up didn't being helpful. And there are people that are clearly better than me in every perspective. It could be in terms of like skill or like making tutorials. It could be anything you can name. It just kind of ruins your motivation. It at least ruins my motivation, my perfectionist ass. It just kind of ruins, and I say like, what's the point of even doing things, you know? That's why I titled this like midlife crisis, because I think that's what midlife crisis really is, right? You just question yourself, like, what did I do wrong, maybe? Or maybe I don't know the full condition of midlife crisis. I don't know. Like, I've just been questioning things. And if someone that I talk to IRL looks at this and say, wow, I never knew you think about this. Or, wow, I've seen you happy yesterday. What's so down? What happened that, just ruined your mood like that? That's called a lie. I can just lie about how I feel. Or if I truly feel happy, that means that someone or something was able to make me distracted. It was able to be a good distract, and I was able to laugh, and I was able to be happy. But when I'm alone and when I realize what I did wrong, realizing that it's just all my fault, it doesn't have to be, outside conditions. I didn't have a problem with my family. I didn't have a problem with my house or my equipment or my school. I didn't have any problems at all. I'm so happy that I have a loving family and a brother. But they just did nothing wrong, and all the problem is me. Kind of sucks, I don't know. What should I really do when there's someone that's clearly better than I am? And some of you might say, I'm just here because of you. That's a reasonable answer to say to someone that's going through this. That's a reasonable answer. But I don't know, man. You're here for me, but I'm not here for me, And I don't think anyone is here for me. And I think in order for me to grow as a content creator, I needed to do things that I didn't do previously, And I just can't get around it. I just can't get around the idea of making mistakes. It's just frightening. That's why one video that I don't want to mention was one of my biggest regrets, because it was just a horrible video. I didn't like it. I don't know what really happened that wanted me to upload that video. And I regret it ever to this day. And I'm just afraid of being wrong. And I'm just, I just want to be helpful. And when someone isn't finding that help, it just sucks. And that's the only reason why they click on a video. The only reason why you click on a tutorial is to learn, right? Not to be good friends with the tutorialist, or whatever the term is for that. Some of you guys are here for me, but most of the viewers won't be there for me. And when you're making videos or making tutorials, they're just here for the facts. And when you're wrong about it, It basically means that you failed what you tried to do. You tried to be educative and you failed. And maybe I'm just afraid of failure. I don't know. I'm being too philosophical, or however you say that word. As you can see, I'm trying not so much to make this video perfect, because if I make this video look perfect, if I try to make this video perfect, that means that I've just fallen into the same loop that I always did, and that's the reason why I didn't upload for so long in the first place. And if I just do the same thing, that means this video won't be uploaded, and it would just be the same thing, and the Discord boys will still asking for the same thing. I'm not trying to judge anybody, and it's completely normal. So yeah, that's why I wanted to get my hands off from YouTube, because I saw no point. You know, I say stuff like, I don't like the game anymore and whatnot. I don't feel like that's an excuse, really. Or in a way, I think it's an excuse. Like, if you think about it in a way, you know, I know it's dumb. I don't know, man. I'm just confused. I just wanted to say that it's a bad idea, because, like, it's a bad excuse, because there are other people out there, other streamers that just do things and achieve success just through biting the bullet. And if I can bite the bullet, then let's go, right? Successful content creator, best Lydia player in the world. Best Turkish Lydia in the world? Question mark, exclamation mark. I'm just memeing about it. But yeah, I don't think not liking the game is an excuse. I just need help. I feel like I just need help, and I don't know what to do at this point. In terms of YouTube, I thought about, you know, just getting my hands off, just getting rid of memberships, maybe deleting the channel, deleting the Discord and stuff. But I gave myself one more chance, and I'm still here, standing. I don't want to go back to Tekken, because I still feel like there's no point in going back. You know, I was pretty mad and pretty upset before coming here. Now, I'm really chill. I had a lot of things to talk about in my head before coming here and sitting down, but now I'm just looking at the void, looking at the clear sky, and I mostly forgot what I was going to talk about. I'm just emotionless, like usual, just staring at the lake or the river. And now I'm questioning, like, what was I really going to talk about? I was supposed to talk a little bit more, I feel like, but I don't know. And I also don't know how long this video has been going. I don't know, man. I feel like I've explained how I feel, like trying to be perfect. And even though I think that it's stupid and there's not really a point in trying to be perfect, like I said, it sucks when there are other people that's just better than you. I don't know. I've said this countless times, and I keep saying the same thing over and over again, but it's true. Also, I don't really want you to like feel I don't want you to feel sorry or like feel bad or forgive. I'm not asking for forgiveness or whatnot. I'm not begging you to forgive me for abandoning the channel, but I'm just here to make you understand what I think about just videos and editing in general. It sucks, and I don't know what to do to change this. I think just the game being bad is an excuse. If I want to, I can just come back, You just come back to streaming, but like I said, I see no point when nobody really knows what I do even. And even though maybe just a small portion of the Tekken community knew what I was and what I did, I don't think anyone cares at this point because I'm just gone, I'm just nobody right now. And I don't see a point in restarting it all over again. Well, it's not restarting. Maybe it is. But I don't know. I'm happy that the person that made me start uploading videos, or like made me consider tutorials in the first place, is getting the attention that he needs after after tournaments that he thinks that he didn't do well in, but I feel like he did great in. I still have that photograph of him showing the card, if you know what I mean. It's probably just redundant at this point. Who cares, really? It was like, what, a year ago? Maybe more than a year ago it was? Who cares, man, at this point? It was so long back. I'm just happy that the people that actually deserve the love is getting the love they need. It doesn't matter if it's from someone that's not really that important as a person, or someone that's the best of the best. If you know what I mean. Alright, I decided to go on a walk a little bit. Just get the legs working. Wow, I've been yapping for so long. It's crazy. This video is gonna be so long, dude. And I'm not even gonna edit it. I'm not even gonna edit it. Because I'm sick of trying to make videos perfect. So I'm not gonna edit this video. This has been going for 30 minutes. And except for like maybe some pauses here and there, big pauses, I'm just gonna put a non-copyright lo-fi behind this and upload it, probably. Yeah, I don't really have a point. Like, I don't know what to say to end this video. I just want to come back to this channel and say that I feel bad for abandoning it, but at the same time, I can't really do anything about it to really change it, I guess. Or maybe I'm just talking nonsense, I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking nonsense. I'm just here to inform you how I'm doing. I'm doing terrible. Oh God, I'm dying. I'm just here to talk about a little bit. And yeah. Like I said, normally I was gonna talk for way longer. I was gonna complain for way longer, but I've just been so relaxed. Look at this lake and this grass. Looks great. I've been just so relaxed that I forgot half of the things I was gonna say, but that's the main point. I hate being perfectionist and I ruined my life. I can't do things, I can't do the simplest things without having the anxiety of just doing things wrong, you know. Yeah, that's about it. I appreciate you guys, you know, being on this journey that I had. I'm not going anywhere because I say this, like, I'm saying this is like a forever goodbye. It's probably not, but I'll move on from Tekken, most likely. It's been fun meeting new people. Meeting people that I don't think I would have ever met if I tried, even if I tried to. I appreciate you guys sticking around, and yeah, thank you. I wish I had my old energy back. I wish I had my 1 year ago energy back. I wish I was the joyful content, the joyful Lydia guy, the chill Lydia guy, you know. I wish I was a little bit more energetic about it. Also, I'm gonna go across a bridge because I'm gonna go home, since I need to actually upload this video, since I'm recording it and I cannot go from here. Okay, I need to upload this video and prove myself that I can actually do things. I can actually upload again, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Look, see how many times I paused and said filler stuff, you know. That means it wasn't perfect, right? Also, it's flashing like crazy. Doesn't mean, just because this video wasn't perfect doesn't mean that it's not worth being uploading. I think it's still worth being uploading because, well, I say pretty cool stuff. I have a pretty good point, and I say things that I wanted to say. I said things that I wanted to say. And even though there are small mistakes, it doesn't ruin the whole video, right? I'm trying to say things to compliment myself because I think I need it. Yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. I don't know when I'll ever be back to do things. Maybe I'll do like these vlog yap types of videos more, because they don't need edits, so I can, you know, do these videos and upload them as fast as possible and worry about school and stuff or whatever. Yeah, all I'm saying is I'm doing terrible. I wish I could do better, and I'm happy that some people are doing better than what I do. Is that something on my nose? How long has it been there? That's annoying. Yeah, this is my like 50th goodbye, and it's going to be the last one. Look at this view once more. Isn't that amazing? Okay, see you guys later.